Good morning, everyone. So I've been a little erratic since Beltane. This week has just been crazy. With the eclipse tomorrow, the full moon tomorrow. One of my housemates locked himself out of his car at the gas station in Bozeman on the complete other side of the valley. So I've already been up in my car to the other side of the valley and back. Astra has been very lovey-dovey this morning. Do you want up again? And as you can see, I have moved my daily devotional location to downstairs by the window because we should be having water come through the ditch here, our little spring ditch, here in the next couple days, I'm thinking. And I'm gonna start trying to do my daily devotionals here at the window or outside. I ordered new headphones, or talkie phones, because I have lost my favorite pair, the second one, somewhere in my house. I have no idea where. This pair is a backup pair of iPods that the second iPod doesn't work consistently. They're not even real iPods. They're like offhand, and they were in the lost and found at my work a couple years ago, and they were there for like a year. So I have had a journey this week. OMG, have I had a journey. It took me 2 days to upload my class. And apparently it is now at the time where everybody and their mother's uncle is calling me because I have had to restart this video twice because my phone does not record once the telephone calls. And for some reason, it's not letting me block the telephone calls while I record. It used to, now it doesn't. I don't understand. So, we're gonna start. And maybe we'll make it through. Anybody else have had like a day or a week like this? I don't get it. But it's Beltane, so it could just be that it's fire, and I had this whole Beltane thing arranged, and I was gonna do some really cool clips. I may still do my Beltane fire tonight. I'm a little late, but I really like doing my Beltane fire and my Beltane ritual. If I do it, I will film it for you. And I will show you what I do for Beltane and include you in that so that maybe you can join me also just a little bit late. We'll see if I get to it. If I do it, I'll show you. So we're in the Celtic Devotional under the season of Beltane, Thursday morning. Reaver of dreams, opener of morning, I rise up with you this morning. I freshen my soul with the airs of summer, breeze of life, breeze of love, breeze of light. Awaken my breath, my heart, my vision. May my soul be peacefully preserved from summer day to summer night. Sacred source of life, you orchestrate the elements in one great symphony of life, the wild and untamed tempest and the quiet showers alike. With the silence of my soul, I come into the still center of your peace. Teacher of my soul, may the blessing of life be the breath of believing as I trustfully turn to you. Help me to trust the answers that arise as I consider the questions of this day. For the unwanted, the disfigured, and the wounded ones who go unnoticed in all places of the world, I call upon the companion of comfort of the holy ones to ease their isolation and their pain. Promises are given life by those who act them. May I ever be loyal to the deep commitments of my life. May those who are sitting examinations at this time be assisted by the holy ones to success. May there be peace and concord among all nations in conflict. May all who are embattled achieve the victory of understanding their opponents with compassion. I love that. So today's card is Temple of Lapis Lazuli, Goddess of Ancient Skies. Isn't that beautiful? Yes, Astra. Yes, Astra. Did you want to see the card too? I think you just want to figure out what I'm doing. Goddess of the ancient skies, your soul is very ancient, beloved, and does not only herald from the earth. It holds much of the special wisdom of star peoples from civilizations far and near, with unique high vibrational awareness that can help humanity transition from a civilization based in fear to a love-based culture. You are guided to come into deeper acceptance of your own inner knowing. Ancient souls with experience of consciousness and community from more spiritually advanced civilizations are here on this planet to be themselves to the fullest extent possible in order to help support each other and heal the human culture so that the planet may thrive. The challenge can be that such ancient souls can feel out of place here on Earth for a time. They go through an adjustment process, remembering their healing mission on this Earth. These souls hold much inner wisdom of star peoples and of civilizations far and wide in this galaxy and beyond. The inner wisdom vibrates at a high level that the frequencies of fear, aggression, and dominance and disconnection are a part of the global humanity wounding they are here to help heal. This is why ancient souls are needed, of course, to help offer a different reality, which is more whole and connected to the oneness of love. But the challenge is not to lose belief in honoring your own inner wisdom, the deep soul truths, whilst becoming a member of a culture that is still so different from yours. This oracle comes to provide a much needed spiritual recognition that you have wisdom and understanding within you that is ancient and flows from the soul, and that you also have a sacred connection to wisdoms that come from star peoples and other celestial beings that serve through unconditional love. It's neither strange nor weird, but it is precious, and although you are not the only one of your kind, as far as the star soul type on this planet, mostly because it takes a lot of dedication to be able to sustain existence purposely in a vibration that is lower than your natural vibration. The guidance here is to remember who you are from within. Try not to fit the external models of how this world is now, for you are here to help birth a new way that is aligned with spiritual truth. You are guided to trust your wisdom, to sit and contemplate issues that are questioning. Guidance doesn't have to make logical sense, though often at a higher level you will perceive a divine logic in the guidance. It just needs to feel as though it makes your heart expand, and that it will be a sign of your truth. If you have any lapis or jewelry that has lapis in it, such as sodalite, deep blue toned clothing, anything that you can add that aligns with a higher vibration of your crown. So that can be phenacite, apophyllite, danburite, or lapis or sodalite. So there's a whole meditation in this, but I don't feel like it's serviceable right now. It's not quite an alignment. But I think this card is really more of a card to help you understand and help you align with. There are entities that are just from here. They're from Earth. But there's also a lot of entities here that are not from here. And sometimes they're here because they've gotten trapped in a karmic wheel. Sometimes they're here and they can't accrue karma. Let's try this again. So I think this card is more of a card to help you know that if you're not from here, if your star entity self is here to help other people, it can be struggle bus central to get in alignment with your higher self when you're in a physical body that A, you may never have been in before, or B, You've been in before, but it's a really long time ago since you had been inside of a physical manifestation in a body that's a part of any of the four sisters. Now, entities that have been incarnated anywhere on the four sisters, they have a commonality, and that is that they feel very much comfortable here, but yet not. There's a, I'm from here, sort of, but things are missing. And that's normal. That's 100% normal. And there's so much mythology that we have overlaid on the four sisters, but they are their own entities, and they are their own incarnations and their own manifestations and sentience. And so there are a lot of entities, if you want to call them star entities, you can do that. There are entities that have literally traveled from across the universe to manifest here. And there will come a time where as Earth grows and as the people unwind themselves from their karmic conundrum, there will come a time where the idea of entities that are coming here will actually come in their own form. They won't have to incarnate here. And the entities that are from here will get to develop and grow with awareness. But that's not right away. Anyway, I think that the big thing that comes up with Temple of Lapis for me is the idea that we are all sharing a human body, but not everyone here is from here. Not everyone has activated star DNA within their system. Some people have the potential to do that, and some people choose not to. Some people, it's not part of their blueprint. Some people's blueprint is intentional with the ability to activate both star and earth activation DNA within their body. And when you activate both, a lot of times people who have activated both or have the potential to activate both are really getting out of karmic loops and doing repair work on their genetic code and doing the work to help people become more aware of their connection to the universe and more than a tangible feel it, touch it, see it, smell it, hear it, connection. But the other part of that is getting us past this hiccup where we have to kill each other to have arguments, to go to war, to fight over resources, and to bring everything into a global community of love. And there is such a thing as gentle competition. You do not have to kill each other in competition to one-up each other. People do not have to be living in poverty. The wealth of the world has the ability to equitably be dispersed in a way that people still have a challenge. They can win a competition. They can still have that feeling of competitiveness if they want it. And those that don't need that competitiveness in their lives can step back and be the support structure without going into that place of poverty and diminished returns, so to speak. We are all equals. No race, no culture, no skin tone, no sex, no alternative sexual identity. None of those people are unequal in any way. And bringing a world into the place of awareness where there's no need to vilify, undermine, and diminish anyone is where the star people come from. These entities that come from other places in the world that know at a fundamental level in their soul that there is no need for the illusion of scarcity in any form, whether that be in wealth, possessions, things, and that there is so much trauma generationally that we have to heal. We have to do the DNA generational work to pull the world out of this whirlpool of karmic reconstruction. There is no need to stay in the whirlpool. And that's what this card is. This card is very much looking at this huge picture and then narrowing it down to you. Okay, who are you? What is your purpose? What drives you? Are you an entity that is from here? Are you an entity that is caught in the whirlpool? Are you an entity that recognizes that you're from here and that you're caught in the whirlpool? Are you an entity that's from somewhere else in the universe and you are caught in the whirlpool? You came to help, but somehow got caught, and now you need to untangle all of those karmic ties and let go of that karma, get out of that karmic whirlpool and do your work. Or are you one of those entities that comes back repeatedly to help because you know that you are needed, and you may never have been in a karmic whirlpool. You may not know what that is truly, like your soul self doesn't know what that is because you've never been there. Or are you an entity that this is the very first time you've ever been in a human manifestation and you're lost and confused and overwhelmed by the heaviness of what this is in life, and you are here to help guide and rebuild and show another way? Are you a guardian? Are you a teacher? Are you a healer? Are you an experiencer? Are you all of these different life themes? Are you a pathfinder? Are you all of these wonderful themes that we have potential to incarnate with in our blueprint to help each other move forward? These are all questions you can ask yourself, and then narrow it down even further. What fulfills you in your day-to-day? Do you feel fulfilled when you help other people? Or do you feel fulfilled when you accomplish something for yourself? Are you here for you, or are you here for someone else? Are you here as a combination to do for yourself and for others? If you are here for yourself, there's nothing wrong with that. You are maybe working through that karmic whirlpool. There's nothing wrong with that. Are you here for others, and taking care of self is an obstacle? That's a vibrational thing, and that's something you're going to have to work through. You cannot truly care for others till you learn to care for self. And caring for your physical organism, your sacred body that you've been given in this life. And there's a lot of anatomy that goes with that. There's a lot of knowingness to untangle and learn. And there is genetic heritage, and there's genetic medicine passed from line to line, or that's been lost and that needs to be found. So today's theme, I think, very much is planning, making decisions, figuring out what your next step is. And it doesn't have to be this big picture. It can be this tiny little thing that leads to a big picture. I went big and went back into small. But if you want to start small, start with one little thing. What would make you feel better? What would bring you into more of an alignment with who you are? The season of Beltane is about growth. In Imbolc, we plant the seeds and we begin the journey of spring to bring us to Beltane, where Beltane is the summer, where we grow and we nurture whatever it is that we started in Samhain. I started Samhain with self-journey to make sure that I was in the place of preparation to be able to do my work. The spring season seemed to have flown by. It was full of lessons and learning and community growth and starting classes and kind of whirly, twirly bits of I planned one thing and then some of my plans fell apart, and there's this upheaval thing that happens with spring. You have cold days and warm days, and warm days and cold days, and then it's sunny and wonderful, and then it snows, and then it rains, and then it's freezing, and then it's warm again, and that's spring. And that is Imbolc. That is the season of Imbolc when you do growth. And now we're in Beltane. And Beltane is where the true growth and blossoming of the picture starts to take place. And part of my Beltane goals is to really utilize the energy of summer, of movement, of people having come out of things and are making decisions and breaking out and growing. And Beltane is a very powerful season for that. It's a fire festival, and Earth herself is a fire element. She is the manifestation of growth and conflict and movement. If you think of all the elements, you need fuel for the fire, earth. You need air for the fire, oxygen. You need water for the fire, because water feeds the fuel of your body, right? We have a water body that runs on electricity, and electricity is that fire element. We and our physical bodies are the manifestation of all the elements. And Earth herself is a fire planet. She is constantly popping pimples with volcanoes, and the earth is moving, and the water is moving, and the air is constantly moving. And she herself, as the baby entity planet, is growing and metamorphosing and raising her own awareness and consciousness and bringing us along with her, because we are entities that have chosen to incarnate within her ecosystem and her consciousness. So I hope you all have a beautiful day. Today's tarot card was the Three of Staves, and that is the word dominion, or making decisions, planning, originality. And today's card, excuse the train, today's card is Temple of Lapis Lazuli. See you tomorrow in prayer. So please hit the like button. If you're going to comment on the videos, please do. It helps the algorithm. And two, I really, really hope that you enjoy these, and these bring light and love and blessing to your life. And the more that you comment, like, subscribe, hit the little bell, share these with friends, the more it works on the algorithm, and the more that it shows me different videos that you get more out of. And I welcome that communication. Have a blessed day, and I will see you in prayer. Blessed be.